Hello and welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. We're playing the Dreadnought Improvement Project mod for patch 1.7. This is the Great Game version, which includes a bunch of new playable nations, like Scandinavia, which I'm playing here. What it does not include are submarines and minor nations, because for some reason minor nations just made the game not work once these were made playable. So they are dropped. Now, it is 1890, and I'm playing as Scandinavia, or Norway actually, because I changed the flag. And I control Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Iceland, Greenland, and yeah, that is about it, I think. Nothing down here? No. Yes, here. A couple of islands in the Caribbean. The Virgin Islands. Old Danish colonies. So, let's start designing the fleet. Actually, let's look at the research first. In 2 months, I get new battleship hulls. So, maybe I will hold off starting to build battleship until I get those. We'll see what I have available. How about big guns? What do I have? I get Mark 113s in some time. I want to increase my shipyard size. That's taking a lot of money, actually. Let's cancel that and just do a 12-month shipyard size increase instead. Tech budget, I feel, is quite important early on, but I don't have a lot of money, so let's set that to 75%. Crew training is not very expensive, so I can max that out. Transport capacity, I want that to be growing. But I don't want to be bankrupt either, so let's get a 2% growth. There we go, close enough. Let's see, where are we politically? Might have a war with the Russian Empire in the not too distant future. GDP is 7.2 billion. We're growing at 10% per month, which isn't bad. Yeah, we're definitely not one of the wealthier nations. Let's see. Let's build some ships. Yeah, battleship sizes are very limited by my shipyard sizes. How big can that battleship be? A little bit bigger. These I can just not build at all because my shipyards are too small. Let's start with a small battleship. Just because I think it's a good idea to just have some battleships to start with. Can I make this go 17 knots? That is perhaps too big. That kind of works. No, it doesn't work. The hull is too small, the towers are too big. Okay, this is a funnel slot. That's nice. I can put those there. And then go with a secondary tower, like so. Okay, I can have funnels on both of those. That is 6 funnel capacity, that is 3.3. Is it better to just go with multiples of these? Maybe. I think that's how it's gotta be for maximum funnel cap. Don't really have any options here to choose from, so it's just gonna have to be what it is. Range is pitiful. Even that is not very good. I might have to reduce speed actually down to 16 knots. And just have to live with the engine efficiency being what it is. I can go with 12-inch guns though, which is not bad for the era. And a secondary battery of 6-inch guns. The firing arc of this turret is atrocious. So I could put these here, make it even worse. But then I can't even fire both my turrets at the broadside, so they're barely... If I'm engaging at a perfectly flat angle, I can get both my turrets to bear. That's not good. But I guess it is what it is. At least the ship is cheap. Any casemate slots on this? Lots of them. I'm gonna have to put some 3-inch guns here. Everything is Mark 1. Everything is bad. You can go with compound armor. What kind of armor quality are we talking about? Plus 25%. You can go with Citadel 1 at least. Plus 28. Let's set this to 30. What kind of penetrations are we looking at here? Not bad, really. Yeah, no no options for the shells. I can go with heavy shells. Do I want increased ammunition? I guess the rate of fire is gonna be, yeah, it's really slow. So I don't think these are gonna run out of ammunition anytime soon. Yeah, brown powder, black powder. It is what it is. It's kind of the the theme of 1890s shipbuilding. Main belt. Can I put that to 12 inches? That'll keep me safe-ish at 7,000 meters. Oh, there we go. Overweight. Let's go 6 then, only 4 and a half. Deck armor is not really important in 1890. Well, it shouldn't be. Turret armor is kind of important, because I don't want my turrets to explode. And I'm gonna just have to find a way to save some weight here. Let's go 0.3 on the turret top and the secondary tops. Okay, 40 caliber. Now then, let's see if we can shed some weight here and turn down the range a bit. Quarters already cramped. Can remove some of those secondary guns and that should be within my shipyard limit. So we're 59 tons overweight. All in all, not too terrible. $11.5 on the main belt. It's... Again, it is what it is. I don't think I'm going to build many of them. Let's do armored cruisers. What do we have? Armored Cruiser 1, Fast Armored Cruiser, Ironclad Cruiser, or 3-masted. 79 resistance for the Ironclad. So it can at least be kind of tanky. 6,000 tons is the maximum for a armored cruiser. Let's go with the same 16 knot top speed. This mast tower doesn't fit. This one does. Terrible tower spotting. That's a huge rear tower. Go with that. I can't pick barbettes for this. Centerline guns. The 11s do fit. Never mind. They don't. Does it really not? Cannot traverse from there. Maybe I want that. Kind of works, but not well. We put some 6-inch guns here though. How about side guns? Can we go with that? There we go. Decent battery of 10-inch guns. Let's see if I can put some barbettes somewhere. That doesn't fit there. A tiny barbette fits here. And there. Okay. I guess it kind of works. Kind of. Well, it was the price tag of my battleship. 43 million. Ended up being more expensive than I thought it would be. Maintenance of 2 million a month. Might not be able to actually build these. We'll see. Let's go with Citadel 1. We're already at 19 million for the Valhalla class. Again, I don't think we're gonna run out of ammunition, being that the rate of fire is so low. And ammunition in this mod has been increased. It was decreased in the base game in vanilla during 1.6 sometime. Can I go with the 10-inch main belt? No, 8 is my maximum. But I could at least go with 8-inch all over. No, because the aft belt is so huge. So that's not an option. If I go with the 6-inch 2-barrel there, that stretches out my main belt. It doesn't fit though. Like, not really. Here. Oh, funnels. Duh, of course. They don't fit. These fit. Three of those. Still overweight. Engine efficiency is absolutely terrible. Might have to remove some of these wing turrets. If I, instead of 10-inch guns, go with... Now these don't even fit there. 9-inch guns. Oh, of course, center line. There we go. No longer overweight. Can I fit a... no. Still not. I'm just gonna have to put that there. And pretend it's some kind of a secondary. It should fit here, but the bolts are just in the way. Are there no barbettes I can pick? Oh, there we go. No. Now though. Now that works. So we're just gonna have to put that here. That is centered. Now that fits there. Now we can put a single 2-inch on top of there, just so it's not an empty barbette. There we go. Just a little bit of cheating. Might have to reduce these extended belts just to save weight, because I also need a little bit of deck armor, but really not much. 0.2 on the extendeds is good enough. 2 on a conning tower is maximum. Let's go 1/2 inch on the top of the turrets. Let's see, barbette armor 7. There we go, overweight. 9-inch guns are pretty powerful for an armored cruiser, but there we go. If I remove this, replace it with the 6-inch. Ideally, I would remove these and replace those with 6-inch guns, but kind of the whole concept with this cruiser is that it will fill in the role of a battleship, more or less. 72 tons overweight. I think we can fix that. I think we can make that work by just reducing something. Reduced ammo. There we go. It's still a decent amount of ammunition per barrel, given that we have a 78-second reload. So it might work. It will also help cut down on the flash fire chance just a little bit. Even though 14.5% is a bit more than I would want, but okay. No boiler options, only coal, basic steam engines, and natural boilers. Those are the options we have. Is it overweight if I increase the range? Yeah, it is. So it's gonna be coastal, basically. It's gonna be coastal and low on fuel much of the time, I think. Let's save that design. Cramped quarters, probably not a bad idea really, early campaign, just because I will have a very limited crew pool. Let's see then. So those are the battleship and the armored cruiser, although I will probably not build any of these. Maybe. Let's see about light cruisers. We got light cruiser 1. Standard 3-mast cruiser. Ironclad light cruiser. Again, good resistance for this early in the game. And of course, we got the torpedo boats. I think Ironclad light cruiser is what I'm gonna go with, and just keep it slow and have a fleet of slow but kind of tough ships. Towers weigh almost nothing. Okay, this one actually has decent tower spotting. Almost missed that. Well, 1950 is not great tower spotting, but it is something. Oh, the boats. Secondary towers have more tower spotting than the main towers. Might be worth it just for that, because early game you're gonna be stuck with okay, finally some funnels do work in the middle here. Yeah, they do. How they are connected to the boilers? Don't ask. I don't know. So that's 3. Okay, these dual funnels here have better funnel cap. Let's just slightly move towers out of the way. There we go. A whopping 27.1% engine efficiency. Amazing. And going with my theme of heavily gunned, tough gunboats, I'm gonna go with 7-inch guns for the light cruisers. Okay, I can fit these a couple of places. Actually, is it possible for me to let's remove that too. To have a main gun back here of some kind of caliber. Yes. 4-inch guns, they fit there. So I'm on purpose extending my my citadel and my main belt. Compound armor, barbette. And Citadel 1 giving me another 2.5% resistance and some more protection to things. Let's go standard ratio. Did I go standard ratio on Valhalla as well? I forgot. I think I forgot that. And the only option here is basically enhanced gun reloading. Armor, how much? 5-inch. Five-inch on the forebelt. That broke the piggy bank. I think then 4 inches will be enough. Let's go 0.2 on the extended decks. So overweight once again. That is even with standard bulkheads. Let's slightly reduce the beam. No, let's not do that, because now nothing fits. Unless I go with okay, maybe let's move that up there. If I go with the other funnels, these ones, oh, I can then actually increase my my funnel capacity, because I could fit 3 of them. Now can I reduce beam? No. How about -3? Is that possible? Okay. Still overweight a bit though. I cannot drop this down to 16 knots, can I? No. 17 is the minimum. It's a very, very slow ship, and I haven't even armored my my turrets yet. Maybe 7-inch guns were too big. Maybe I'll just have to go with 6-inch guns. Because they are lighter. Can I go with one back here then? No, kind of not. So the 4-inch guns stay. 6-inch turrets. Let's go 3 on the top of the turret. A little bit of barbette armor. I mean, it's not great, is it? Torpedo launchers. 15-inch torpedoes. That's what I can have. But they do fit. And they can give this ship a little bit of an extra punch when attacking something bigger. So I guess this is the Ulf class light cruiser. Not too impressive, if I may say so, but again, it is what it is. Torpedo boats. Let's see if I can build something decent here. Raider. Max optimal speed 25 knots. Let's see, main tower. Like a 1-ton difference between the two. Funnels. That takes up most of the ship, so I can't really go with that one. Can I go with 2 of these? Gives me the same funnel capacity. Yeah, same funnel capacity for less area taken up. It's a better idea, I think. Beam, let's make you slim. Because you're not really gonna be a good firing platform anyway. But somehow I'm already overweight. How slim can you be? A bit slimmer. Not a lot of options here. Let's go with the torpedoes. Two launchers per torpedo boats. It's not great. It's the running theme here. Not much armor. Just the bare minimum. Well, actually that is the maximum, not the minimum. But there we go. That is a torpedo boat with 2 torpedo launchers. Torpedo range of 0.9 kilometers, 900 meters basically. Can I increase torpedoes carried? I can. The reload time is around 5.5 minutes. Not too bad. The question is, do they live long enough to return for another pass with those torpedoes if they have to get that close? That's a different topic. Range is better than the rest of my fleet. Price tag is 1.3 million per. How much cheaper if I cut down the speed? Not much cheaper. Just a lot more vulnerable. So I think that's it for the torpedo boats. No destroyers as of yet. So these are the ships I've designed: a battleship, an armored cruiser, a light cruiser, and a torpedo boat. Let's check in. How much money do I have in the bank? 75 million. Yeah, no, I don't think I'm gonna be building that battleship, because it will just eat up most of my budget. Hull strengthening, that's gonna be done in a month anyway. I'm gonna focus on big guns and rangefinders, and then once this has been upgraded, I'm gonna focus that one too, and that'll be my tech focuses, at least for the start of the game. Yeah, cruiser design. I can get bigger light cruisers though, but I can't really afford to build bigger light cruisers. Engines. Triple expansion engine. Wait, how about small guns? What am I getting here? Mark II 2-inch guns. Alright. So we're getting the small guns up to Mark II. The big guns, I think, once I get the Mark I 13s, then we're gonna do start doing Mark IIs on the 9, 10, 11, and so on. And that will be a decent upgrade. Let's see. 75 million is what I have. So I can build 2 of these for 42 million, or one of those for 43 million. Not sure what will really be worth it here. This will give 2 of these will give me more tonnage for naval invasions, so it's a better deal just in that aspect. Get down to 33 million. Light cruisers, I can build some of these. Not many, but I can build some. Let's build 2 of them. And a squadron of torpedo boats. That leaves me with a 13.7 left in the bank. Monthly balance, 500,000 in the red. So I can survive on that for a while the economy grows. Let's see, where do I want to build these? I want one fleet situated in Oslo and one in Stockholm, I think. So let's see. There you go. Oslo for you. Oslo. And then the other ones will be in Stockholm. So not a very powerful navy, I will have to say. Let's see, what is my crew pool? Not too bad. I've got 1800 crew left, getting 124 per turn. Tech budget is costing me a lot, as is transport capacity, but this is gonna be so helpful later if I don't just minimize my tech budget. So that'll just have to be that. Now, let's get the campaign started. And there we go. I have 2 task forces, Oslo and Stockholm. They are all set to in being. That is good. Let me actually set them to limited. There we go. Save myself a bit more money. And now we can actually start earning money here. 3 million in the green, and again 43 in the bank. Not too bad, not too bad. So GDP is growing. Let's expand this transport capacity. Can I max it out? Almost. There we go. Close enough. 7% per month. Yeah, hull strengthening coming in 1 month. So that is that. Now, let's see. Where are we politically? Yeah, Russia still doesn't like me much. What kind of navy do they have? 3 armored cruisers, 10 light cruisers. They're building 30 ships. Are any of them... yeah, they've got quite a few of them here in the Baltics. I don't think we're gonna have any battles in this video, just because it typically takes a while for combat to get started in Ultimate Admirals. So I might have to play through maybe a couple of years off camera until something starts. Well, maybe not, because we get a bunch of things happening here. Tensions. Suez Canal opened, Bosporus Strait opened, Dardanelles Strait, Danish Strait, Öresund Strait, Singapore, Gibraltar. I think the Panama Canal doesn't open until later on. I don't want to risk trying to provoke a fight when I've only got 1 naval prestige. Because if my provocation fails, then I lose naval prestige, and if I end up in the negative, well, I can quickly lose my head. Or at least lose my job, and the campaign ends. There you go. Let's focus hull strengthening. Economy still growing. Transport capacity growing by quite a bit. Expanding transport capacity early on in the campaign is so much easier than later, because you can grow it by so many percent per turn. It kind of slows to a crawl after a while, but that's because well, if your transport fleet consists of 100 ships and you increase it by 7 ships, then you grow it by 7%. If you've got 1,000 ships and you increase it by 7 ships, well, that's 0.7%. If that made sense. So your transport capacity, your capacity to increase your transport capacity doesn't scale with the increase of the transport capacity. That's what I'm trying to say. If that made sense. Okay. Let's go one more month until March. Other admirals spending too much money. I did not fall into that trap this time. How are we? Minus 48 with the Russians. So, not really increasing the tensions here. There we go. We can max out the transport capacity now, and work on increasing the tech budget. There we go. Big guns now coming in 17 months. Coincidence rangefinder in 27 months. And it's gonna take 3 years until I get Battleship 2. But that's fine. Gonna keep clicking next turn. Wait for something to happen. At a press conference, journalists questioned the combat ability of the fleet. What is your reply? So, -1 unrest, +2 naval prestige. The fleet is capable at any time to perform the tasks assigned to it. I don't think it is. There's a need for additional support from the government to maintain the combat capability of our fleet. Plus naval budget. Minus GDP, minus naval prestige, plus unrest. +2 naval budget. Minus 1.5 GDP. I don't like the minus GDP. I do like the +5 naval prestige though. Gives me a bit of a buffer. But I think I'm just gonna lie through my teeth and take the first option. The government is worried about the growing international tension. A military confrontation with German Empire is possible. What is your advice? If you want peace, prepare for war. The naval budget must be increased. Minus 15 million naval funds, -4 prestige, -2 unrest, +5 relations with Germany. I think I'll just have to take the first one then. Yeah, it's +3 unrest, but it's still pretty low. I typically don't like hurting my GDP, because that's the thing that scales better, but just have to take what I have to take, you know. I can keep increasing the tech budget just a little bit. And let's see. Is it now possible to design one of the new battleships? Not really. But that's because the shipyard size is limiting what I can build. So I can't really build these until I get my shipyard upgraded, which will only happen in 1891, because I took a 1-year upgrade plan. I do get this one though, the Ironclad 2, with the 4 turret slots, the en echelon ones. But I think it only gets those 4 turret slots if you have it at max displacement. And my my shipyard increase, yeah, will only take me to 10,167 tons. So that's no good. Yeah, I think we'll just have to wait for about 3 years until we get Battleship 2. And at that time, hopefully the shipyard will have gotten a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna do a 2-year upgrade after this one. Oh well. I'm just gonna keep clicking. Maybe we get a skirmish with the Russians or something. But yeah, you might have to wait until the next episode for a battle. But that's how it is. Okay, we're gonna build some new ships. This might take a while. It didn't take that long. Early game turns are pretty quick for the most part. Fast torpedo propulsion, nice. Let's see. Yeah, Brazil being controlled by Portugal. I wondered if... Wasn't Brazil supposed to be one of the playable nations here? I guess there's a limit to which nations they could make playable. Yeah. But we got the Byzantine Empire. We got the Kingdom of the Netherlands. Portugal, of course. And yeah, Spanish Empire, pretty big. And Africa being all divided by a bunch of different powers, as you would expect. Let's see, we are, yeah, once again, Russians, only really hostile nations, but not even that hostile. They are sending some ships through my waters though, but no like really huge fleets or anything. I'm just gonna have to keep going through the turns, I guess. Let's see what kind of developments that happen. I remember in my Italian campaign, which was also using a previous version of the Dreadnought Improvement Project, getting to that first war took me like 6 or 7 years. So I hope something is gonna happen sooner this time. At the press conference, journalists ask you a question about the foreign policy of Kingdom of Portugal's government. What is your answer? Let's do +2 naval prestige. Yeah. Oh, and we're really packing on the unrest here. It's not like too bad, but it's not too good either. Lots of admirals being warned. Minesweeping 1. There are no mines in this mod, as far as I know. I know they took out the submarines. I think the mines were replaced as well. What kind of government do I have? Constitutional monarchy. So I do get a -10% to unrest. It's not too bad. It feels like that technology is coming in sooner than I thought it would. Probably because the GDP is growing. at a steady pace. So I can increase this a little bit more now. Let's see, there we go. 92% on technology. And soon enough, should be at the point where I can keep all those sliders maxed out and still make money per turn. And that's when I can start building more ships. There you go, 95%. And research is speeding up. Not super quickly, but still quick enough. Might have to... I do want the rangefinders. Just because having rangefinders is better than not having rangefinders. But I wonder if I cannot build that Battleship 2 the moment it gets unlocked anyway. Might be better to deprioritize that for a bit and then prioritize engines, which will also be good to have, and then switch back to Battleship so that I get them more or less at the same time. I think that's the plan, because I do want to have some powerful battleships in my navy. Because I know from experience that that's one of the things I need to actually defeat larger, more numerous foes. And early campaign, the enemies will have bigger navies than you, just because they start with so much more money, especially on legendary difficulty. Can I max it out now? Not quite yet. 98%, close enough. I think next month I can just max it out and then we start making money. 15 months for the triple expansion engines. Yeah, pretty peaceful world so far. Is anyone close to going to war with anyone? Japan and China. Probably the closest. Spain and US. Yeah, so those are gonna be the two first hotspots, I think. And then tensions typically start accelerating from there. Alright, can I max it out now? Yes. And now we start making money. Start filling out those coffers. And I think it might be time to actually start ordering some more of those armored cruisers. Oh, I clicked past something. I didn't see what I clicked. Probably not too important. I don't think I declared war on anyone. No, I didn't. Russia becoming more peaceful, Germany becoming more hostile. So that first war might not be with Russia after all. There we go. 19 months for hull strengthening. And then I'm just gonna have to switch between these two, I think. Now and then. So I get them more or less at the same time. Let's see, ship design. Valhalla, I think I want 2 more of you to expand that navy. 1 in Oslo, 1 in Stockholm. And hopefully they are actually good ships. Monthly balance minus 3 million. I can deal with that. Yeah, the GDP is the transport capacity is going very well. This early turn transport capacity increases. So nice. You really get ahead by maxing out that early if you start in 1890 or something. Which I did now. Last campaign I played was a 1940s Chinese campaign, and in 1940, even if you max out the slider, the percentage you gain to transport capacity is almost nothing, at least compared to 1890. Alright, tensions. British Empire don't like me too well. How about the Baltics? Caribbean. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot I had colonies there. Alright, more admirals being warned. 7-inch casemate guns. Nice. George Dewey of the United States provoked directly Scandinavia. Why? Why you do that? Okay, I may actually reduce this down a little bit. Down to 90%. Just while building those armored cruisers. But I should still be getting this stuff soon enough. Alright. Do the Russians have anything like nearby? Germany is sailing 3 battleships and 6 light cruisers just outside of Stockholm. Not sure what I think about that, Germany. I don't really like that. Maybe maybe it's time to build some more torpedo boats then. These are going to be done in 6 months. There we go. Because I don't really have any other options of on taking on those battleships. Having no battleships of my own. So, momentary hit to my economy here, but hopefully it should work itself out. My shipyard size increase is almost done. And of course, as soon as I order new torpedo boats, I get a technology increase. And the Germans sailed on to do something else. They're not too hostile though, so it's not like war is going to break out any minute. They're not really too hostile with anyone. Spain and USA, minus 82. How about China and Japan? Minus 75. Yeah, those are kind of the hot spots still. Let's go to 1891, and we have now played through the first year of the Norwegian campaign. No fighting as of yet. So let's see, let's just load this turn, and there we go. Yeah, no fighting as of yet. Just a bunch of admirals being warned, and the Russian admiral provoking me directly. What does that do to our relations? Minus 46. Okay, not too catastrophic. My shipyard size has increased now to 10,167 tons. Now it's time for the big increase up to 14,567 tons. So that's going to cost me a bit. Might have to reduce that tech budget just a little bit. Keep this maxed out for now. When this reaches 200%, it can no longer increase, and then you might as well turn it down a bit until you need to build transports again for replacing transport losses. But that's for later. Anyway, I will end the episode here and bring you back for the next one whenever something kicks off, which it will sooner or later, but that may take a couple of years in game. We are expanding the navy slowly but steadily. Got some ships ready. No actual heavy capital ships yet. Just coastal defense. I would not be too opposed if a foreign power were to take these from me, the Virgin Islands. Because in a war, this is the kind of stuff that just saps your transport capacity and that breaks your economy. These islands are not worth that much, but they still need transports going to and from them. If I didn't have these, I would not need secure transport routes through here. So this kind of my Achilles heel, I guess. Especially if I were to start fighting Spain or something like that. And especially if my ships don't really have a lot of operational range. I can deal with the Baltics and around here. Iceland, Greenland, and it's going to be a bit tricky. This down here, that's going to be near impossible to defend. Well, we'll see what will happen. Goodbye, and take care.